Best cheap phones. Are you looking for the best cheap phones? In this video we will look at some of the best cheap phones on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Best cheap phone. Google's Pixel 8a, August 10th, Wired recommends, is the best budget-friendly smartphone available. At just $499, it offers a wide range of features, from wireless charging to top-tier performance. It is powered by Google's Tensor G3 processor, the same one in the flagship Pixel 8 series, ensuring 7 years of software support, a rare perk at this price point. This means you will receive Android OS upgrades with new features and security patches for an extended period. The Pixel 8a boasts a superior OLED screen compared to its predecessor, offering increased brightness and excellent visibility even on sunny days. The 120Hz refresh rate ensures smooth interactions. The 6.1-inch screen is relatively compact, making it ideal for those who prefer smaller phones. The device also features an attractive design with a matte rear texture, a standout among typically bland budget and mid-range phones. The new aloe color is particularly striking. Phones are personal, and they should look appealing. Performance has been flawless in my testing. I used this as my primary device to cover Google I/O, taking photos, navigating, using the Google Recorder app, and posting to social media. The downside is battery life. The 4,492 mAh battery can last a day with average use, but heavy users might need to recharge before bedtime. Keeping a portable power bank handy is a good idea. The cameras are a highlight of the Pixel series, and the Pixel 8a continues this tradition. It's the best camera phone for the price. It features a 64-megapixel main camera that captures detailed, colorful, and sharp photos in any lighting condition. There's also a capable 13MP ultra-wide camera, and the 13MP selfie camera, though fixed focus, is solid. However, Google's real-tone image processing algorithm for different skin tones hasn't been as accurate on brown skin compared to previous Pixels. Google is investigating this issue. The main reason I highly recommend Pixel phones is the smart software features that are unique in the sub-$500 category. You can use Magic Editor to reposition subjects and erase unwanted objects in photos. Best Take helps fix group shots where someone's eyes were closed. Google's call screen technology blocks spam calls, and assistant voice typing remains my favorite voice-to-text system, which I miss whenever I switch phones. Additional perks include secure face unlock and fingerprint unlock, both compatible with apps requiring biometric authentication, providing more unlocking options. There's also NFC for contactless payments and an IP67 rating for protection against the elements. Number 2. For great battery life. The Pixel 8a is a well-rounded mid-range smartphone, but the OnePlus 12R has several compelling advantages. It features a larger 6.78-inch AMOLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate, offering smooth interactions and a great display for entertainment. Its 5,500 mAh battery significantly outperforms the Pixel, lasting nearly 2 full days with average use. Plus, the included cable and charging adapter can recharge the battery from 0 to 100% in just 30 minutes, although it lacks wireless charging support. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset, the flagship processor of 2023, the OnePlus 12R handles demanding games effortlessly. While its software isn't as advanced as the Pixels, it is sleek and relatively free of bloatware. OnePlus promises 3 Android OS upgrades and 4 years of security updates, not as extensive as the Pixel's 7 years, but still better than most Android phones at this price. The 12R does have some drawbacks. It has an IP64 water resistance rating, making it safe in the rain but not in the pool. The primary camera is solid and can compete with the Pixel 8's camera, but the ultra-wide and macro cameras are underwhelming. It would be preferable if OnePlus removed these additional cameras and reduced the phone's price instead. If you prioritize a powerful processor and long battery life over photography, the OnePlus 12R is an excellent choice. Number 3. Best under. I wish you could walk into any major retailer or carrier in the US and buy nothing's new phone, 2A, September 10th, Wired recommends, because this stylish budget phone deserves to be in your pocket. Unfortunately, while it's easy to purchase globally, US buyers need to sign up for Nothing's developer program. Once accepted, even if you're not a developer, you'll receive a purchase link for the phone. The phone, 2A, is the most attractive phone under $400, thanks to its fun glyph LED light system on the back. These lights flash with notifications, can be set as a timer, and are customizable. The attention to design detail extends to the software, which is unique and enjoyable to use, a rarity in budget devices. Beyond design, the phone, 2A, features a 6.7-inch AMOLED screen with a 120Hz refresh rate, delivering smooth, sharp, and bright visuals. Its 5000 mAh battery easily lasts over a day with average use. Performance has been flawless. The MediaTek Dimensity 7200 Pro chipset handles multitasking without stuttering. I used this phone while covering a large trade show abroad and encountered no issues. The primary camera performs well, especially with white balance, though it can miss some details in low light, resulting in flat photos and mediocre HDR. But for $349, it's a great deal. Nothing promises 3 Android OS upgrades and 4 years of security updates, similar to OnePlus. However, there are a few drawbacks: no wireless charging, no headphone jack, and limited water resistance at IP54, fine for rain. Network compatibility might be an issue as the phone works perfectly on T-Mobile but doesn't support Verizon and AT&T's 5G bands. Nonetheless, I used it on AT&T without issues, so your experience may vary depending on your location. Number 4. Best Under. Motorola's Moto G Power 5G 2024, 8/10, Wired recommends, looks and performs better than its sub-$300 price suggests. It features a lovely textured vegan leather back that feels more luxurious than the typical plastic found on budget phones. The 6.7-inch LCD screen is large, sharp, and boasts a 120Hz refresh rate, with sufficient brightness even on sunny days. Powered by MediaTek's Dimensity 7020 chipset with 8GB of RAM, the phone operates fairly smoothly despite occasional stutters. After using it for almost a month, I found it generally snappy and more than adequate. The slim phone houses a 5000 mAh battery that typically lasts a full day of average use, with some charge left for the next day. Surprisingly, it supports wireless charging, a rare feature at this price point, adding the convenience of not needing to hunt for a cable. The Moto G Power also includes NFC support for contactless payments, a welcome change from Motorola's previous practice of blocking NFC on its Moto G phones in the US. Additionally, it has a headphone jack and runs the latest version of Android 14. The cameras are adequate, capable of snapping decent photos even in low light. However, the biggest drawback is Motorola's software policy. The Moto G Power 5G 2024 will receive just one Android OS upgrade and 3 years of security updates. This means it will only get Android 15 later this year or early in 2025. On the bright side, it will remain protected from security flaws for a while. Additionally, the phone comes with a lot of pre-installed bloatware, although you can uninstall or disable most of it. Number 5. Motorola Moto G Play. This might be a controversial choice due to some notable flaws in Motorola's Moto G Play 2024. Firstly, it will only receive one OS upgrade, to Android 14, and 3 years of bi-monthly security updates. It doesn't support 5G networks, only 4G LTE, and lacks an NFC sensor for contactless payments. However, it's just $150. My previous recommendation, Samsung's Galaxy A14 5G, is no longer available. Its successor, the $200 Galaxy A15 5G, unfortunately performs worse and is harder to recommend. In contrast, I didn't encounter many performance issues with the Moto G Play 2024. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 680 chipset, apps open a bit slowly and switching between them causes some stutters, but it wasn't as frustrating as the Galaxy A15. The 6.5-inch LCD screen is bright enough for sunny days, despite some glare, and feels responsive with its 90Hz refresh rate. The 5000 mAh battery easily lasts into the second day on a single charge with average use. Plus, it has a headphone jack and a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. After using this phone for 2 weeks, I found the experience perfectly adequate. Load speeds on 4G LTE were a bit slower but not drastically so, and calls and texts on AT&T's network were fine. My main gripe is the inability to use tap to pay anywhere. Also, the camera quality is poor, both during the day and at night, and the phone is merely water repellent, so it's best to keep it in your pocket if it's raining. Still, if you need a budget handset to access your favorite apps without spending a fortune and dealing with lag spikes, the Moto G Play gets the job done. Number 6. Google Pixel 8. Who it's for, the Pixel 8 is perfect for those who want a fast, secure Android phone with an excellent camera and guaranteed software updates without spending $1,000. Why we like it? The Google Pixel 8 offers the high-quality software and cameras that have made all of Google's Pixel phones great. It comes with Google's clean, responsive version of Android 14 and is guaranteed to receive 7 years of updates through fall 2030. The Pixel 8 features a dual camera setup with a sharp 50-megapixel main sensor and an upgraded 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, enabling it to take better photos than almost any other Android phone. Despite having only 2 camera lenses, Google's exceptional photo processing is nearly magical. The new ultra-wide camera includes autofocus for capturing sharp macro photos. The Pixel 8 retains the magic eraser feature, which can remove distractions and unwanted objects from photos, and introduces Audio Magic Eraser, which uses AI to cut out unwanted noise in videos. The Magic Editor feature allows you to move subjects in an image or change the background, while the new Best Take feature uses AI to stitch together a composite from multiple photos, helping create better group photos by allowing you to swap out inappropriate faces for smiles. The Pixel 8 has a 6.2-inch OLED screen that stretches nearly edge-to-edge with minimal borders. Its new screen can reach up to 2000 nits for excellent brightness and outdoor use, and it also has an extra dim feature to make the screen easier on the eyes in dark rooms. Number 7. Samsung Galaxy A25 5G. With rounded corners and flat sides, the Samsung Galaxy A25 5G resembles most other Galaxy phones. It handles everyday tasks like email, web browsing, and media playback effortlessly thanks to its Exynos 1280 processor and 6GB of RAM. The battery life is impressive, lasting 13 hours and 10 minutes in testing. Samsung provides 4 years of OS upgrades and 5 years of security updates, ensuring you won't need a new phone for a while. Additionally, it features a headphone jack and a microSD card slot. If you're looking for an affordable smartphone that can handle more than just the basics, the Galaxy A25 is hard to beat. Its quality cameras produce beautiful images with crisp details and good color, which is uncommon at this price point.